Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, the 18th of December 2023. So bond stocks gold tumble after Fed Williams comments. We aren't really talking about rate cuts right now. You can see the vacillation with these people, can't you? One day it's we've reached the pivot, the next day we're not talking about rate cuts. So obviously helps with the volatility of the market though. Equities firm, a dollar flat. Antipodeans benefit from a positive risk tone. Eurozone lags post EZ PMI, US PMI due. So European equities and futures are firmer according to the news on Friday, and they are overnight as well. Economic news, let's have a look, see what we've got. So obviously we're heading into the festivities. I haven't decided yet which day I'm going to cut off. It'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday, I would have thought, because we go into shorter trading hours and it becomes very, very quiet. So we'll see as the week progresses. But anyway, let's have a look, see what we've got. We've got German info climate today, then building permits tomorrow, and then Wednesday we've got CPI from the UK, which is set to fall apparently. That we can see there, consumer confidence and also existing home sales. Thursday, final GDP and some US news there. And then, of course, Friday, we've got some new retail sales as well. But by the time we get to Friday, the markets will be calming down for sure. The US markets tend to trade a bit more because Thanksgiving's more important than the Christmas season. So let's see what happens. But let's kick off with the markets, have a look at Friday's action and see what happened, and start off with the Dow. And the Dow continues to make new all-time highs during Friday's session. Let's just have a look at the numbers, see where we're up to. And 37,403. I wonder if we're heading for the 40,000 level before we get a correction in this market. We're not that far off, to be honest with you, when you look back and see how far the market's already moved. For example, let's go back to the start of the move from this low to Friday's high, and you'll see we're already up at 5,000. So another 2,000 is no big deal, is it? 2,600. No big deal there at all if the market wants to attempt to finish the year end with that sort of headline. Dow hits 40,000. We've seen it all before with 20, 30. So market up on Friday, then according to comments, as we saw earlier, the market's back following those comments. But you can see already heading towards Friday's high in the 30-minute chart and on the overnight market there. In the German DAX, this is the all-time high. It's just marked this one up as well. And that's currently 17,004 points, which is going to be an interesting level, psychological as well as the all-time high. Shouldn't be too difficult to forget that one at the moment. 17,000 inside bar for Friday, so a bit of indecision, but up on the overnight there as well. You can see coming off the low. So you can see the winds come out of its sails. Certainly during Friday afternoon, the market fairly negative there, moving to the downside. Low's been retested overnight and trying to move back quite a distance to Friday's high there, I should say, not Thursday's. So that back to the 17,000 is going to be the first objective and goal of this market if it has the momentum to do so. S&P 500, this is the one to keep an eye on. This is the monthly chart. 4,817 is the all-time high. This was hit way back in, let's just get the date for you, January of 22. So it's been over a year, with 2 years in January since the market actually got back to the all-time high. Not that far off. Don't be surprised if we actually have a run on this and the market runs to that level before the end of the week, to be honest with you. We've got a bit of movement to the upside, then the market is down sideways. We break to the downside on those Fed comments. Market makes its way back and we're heading back towards the high at the moment. Given that the S&P and the Dow are moving back to Friday's high, just a word of caution with the German DAX. If you get a shakeout, it's likely to then rally back as well, given the strength of the markets overnight across the pond. So in the FT100, straight reversal on Friday. The market's moving lower off those highs that you can see here. Got this one in particular here, 7,701, and the market's off this level during Friday all the way down to the 200 MA as well, so a bit of weakness around there for the FTSE 100. It's a straight affair for Friday, down all the way. The close and the low have been targeted overnight. The market now trying to move off both of these levels. US dollar up on Friday, impacting on the metals. You can see the overnight though switch market struggling with that 5-bar moving average. So let's see how the metals played out on Friday and currently overnight as well. So in the metals, down on Friday, some good selling around there. No surprise really given the supply during Thursday's session, which we covered in Friday's market alerts. We came back and sat on the 38% retracement there, but these fib retracements are drawn from the high down to the low and projected up. So we need to get through the 50, we need to get through the high of Friday's bar and then on to the 62. That's if it's got the strength or the manipulation stops and they allow it. So that's 24.27. So we need to get back above $24 and stay above this level. 24.50 would do as a starter, and then you can see 24.50 is also the 62% retracement there. You can see again London fix hammered to the downside, continues down with the comments from the Fed member, and then brought back overnight with the Asian market there coming off Friday's low. Meanwhile, in gold, also starting to move up overnight, and also some selling during Friday as well. Thursday was primed with the supply coming into the market there, and you can see that at the moment trying to get back above the 5-bar and the 20-bar moving average. The 30-minute looks more like this. Again, London fix, market up beforehand, sideways, trading down, not near the low of Friday overnight. Well, say that looking at the very early hours to 1:30, well, actually 12:30. There you can see that we did actually test it. So 12:30 a.m. we did test the low. The market moving off this. We've got to get through the DP and the 50 EMA before this market can make any progress to the upside. And in the gold silver ratio, a bit of a bounce on Friday, back down, and again don't be surprised to see this heading back towards the top of the range, where we've got this sideways and resistance area that will be taken out, and the market will head back up to those highs towards 100, because they're determined to keep the silver price suppressed more so than gold. Okay, let's have a look at Friday's trades, basic trades, and also have a look at the overnight activity as well in the 2-minute chart, see what's going on in the German DAX. So during Friday's trades, we had the flash news, which is always a pain in the proverbial, along with the 5 trillion, that's a 5 trillion options expiration as well, which took place just after lunch for the first couple of hours of the trading in the afternoon session. So there were no trades during Friday morning's session there, as you can see, and then the market just stuck in a range as it got ready for the expiration of the options, moving lower there through there as there's some liquidation beforehand, and then as the markets opened it was very volatile and messy, which caused 3 losing trades. There's the first. Then we had the Fed member speaking. He then decided to say, look, we don't see rates being cut, and then another potential loss there. You can see the market got stuck in a range. You can see that range there, and then eventually things started to change a bit. We got to the scalp and just through there before the market reversed. It's indicative of Fed comments and also all the expiration of the options, the quad witching as it's known. You can see there we were sideways, and then eventually the market's moving up. So a horrible afternoon for Friday, which is unusual because the market usually finds one direction and then trades in that direction. But like I say, given the fact that it's options expiration, 5 trillion worth of expiration of these options, It's going to cause some sort of volatility and turbulence as the market oscillates, or the prices oscillate as this is taken care of. Okay, that's it for the Friday trade. Let's have a look at the overnight markets. So Friday daily chart market inside bar that we've already looked at, and then up slightly on the overnight there. You can see we're stuck in a bit of a range as well. Not expecting too much this week. We had all of the news last week. Shouldn't be any major selling, but you can see there the market coming off the lows, not to just above the low, and then you've got the close there as well. So let's just compress the chart and have a look and see what we've got as far as targets. And there you can see that we've got, hang on, let me just reset this, and then so we can see where we're currently trading, just above the 200 MA, and there's the targets to the upside. So we're closer to the low and the 200 MA. Watch this area if you get a bit of a shakeout this morning, and if the close, the low, and also the BRN before the market tries to move to the upside. As I said earlier, the Dow and the S&P are looking strongish, far stronger than the European markets at the moment, so it may drag these markets up if they have a run. Particularly watch the S&P, because obviously it's heading back to the all-time highs, or attempting to get there. Okay, that will do it for this one. So as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.